Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we are stripping down the hype and looking at the nuts and bolts of a sector that keeps getting more complex, which is cannabis logistics.
Mm.
We're focusing on a specific infographic today titled Cannabis Delivery Software for a Safer Weed Delivery Business.
Yeah, and it is a deceptively simple title. But
Yeah.
if you are in the trade or even just watching from the sidelines, you know that word safer is doing a lot of heavy lifting there.
Yeah, that is exactly what jumped out at me. Usually when we grab a source on logistics tech, the headline is all about, faster or cheaper or more efficient. If you are running a fleet of plumbers or pizza delivery drivers, you want route density. You want 5 stops an hour. But this source pivots immediately to safety.
Right, because in cannabis, efficiency without safety isn't an asset at all. It is a liability. I mean, if you treat cannabis delivery like a pizza run, you don't just get a cold pie, you get your license revoked.
Right.
The source is basically arguing that specialized software is the only thing standing between a business and an existential threat.
So let's break down what safety actually looks like here, because the source implies the software is doing way more than just giving turn-by-turn directions. Like, how does an app actually make a physical delivery safer?
Well, it breaks down into two distinct pillars. You have physical safety and regulatory safety. Let's look at the physical side first. This is a cash-heavy industry with a very high-value product.
Which makes drivers, well, huge targets.
Exactly. So the source highlights software features that handle dynamic routing.
Meaning the software deliberately mixes up the route so the driver isn't predictable.
Yes, exactly. Or consider cash limits. A generic fleet software doesn't really care how much cash your driver is holding, but specialized cannabis software tracks the transactional total in real time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it can actually force a driver to return to the hub to drop off cash before they hit a certain threshold. It completely takes the decision-making out of the driver's hands and enforces a safety protocol automatically.
That is a really crucial distinction. It's not relying on the driver to remember company policy. The software actually is the policy. But you mentioned the second pillar, which was regulatory safety. To me, that sounds like the bigger headache.
Oh, it absolutely is. This is where the source really differentiates cannabis delivery software from generic tools. We are talking about major compliance traps. For example, state limits. In many jurisdictions, you as a consumer can only buy a specific amount of flower or concentrate per day.
Right, but how does the driver know if the guy at the door already bought an ounce from a dispensary down the street this morning?
Without tech, they don't. But this software integrates directly with state tracking systems. It performs a live validation right at the point of sale. If that customer is over their limit, the software physically blocks the transaction.
It prevents the driver from breaking the law, even accidentally.
Yes.
That is fascinating. So the software acts as a compliance officer, just riding shotgun.
It has to. Think about the chain of custody. In a normal delivery, if a package goes missing, it is just a simple insurance claim. In this industry, if a gram goes missing, it is a full diversion investigation.
Oh, right. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, so this software creates an immutable digital paper trail from the vault to the trunk to the customer's hands. It logs ID scans, timestamps, and GPS coordinates for every single action.
So it effectively creates a shield against audits for you.
And that is the core argument of the source material. It is positing that safety equals legitimacy. By using this specific software, you aren't just protecting your drivers from robbery, you're protecting your business specifically from the regulators.
Which changes the ROI calculation entirely. You aren't buying a route planner to save gas. You are buying an insurance policy against being shut down.
Precisely. And that is why generic solutions fail here. You can't just bolt these features onto a standard GPS tracker. The safer business promise in that title comes from the software actually understanding the nuance of the law, not just the layout of the city.
So we have established that the software protects the inventory and the license. But does it actually improve the consumer experience, or is all this security just added friction?
That is the tension right there. But the source suggests that safety actually builds trust. If you know your delivery service is fully compliant, tracks its drivers, and handles data securely, you are far more likely to be a repeat customer. It legitimizes the transaction for the buyer, too.
That makes total sense. It moves the interaction from a drug deal vibe to a legitimate professional service.
Which is the ultimate goal of the entire industry, normalization. And the technology is the bridge to get us there.
Well, we have covered a lot of ground in a short time, from dynamic routing to compliance blocking. It is clear that safety in this context is a multi-layered beast.
It is the absolute foundation of the entire operation.
That is all the time we have for this deep dive. Thank you for listening.
Always a pleasure.
And before we go, here is a thought to leave you with. Right now, these software tools are designed primarily to protect the business from the law. But as regulations relax and the market matures, will we see these tools evolve to protect the consumer from the business? That is a pivot we haven't quite seen yet. See you next time.